This is Unit 6, Lesson 3, Derivatives of Logarithmic Functions. In the last lesson, we learned that the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. In this lesson, we have to figure out what the derivative of ln x is. Remember that ln x is just the inverse of e to the x. So, for example, e squared. What is e squared? E squared is about 7.4. So if e squared is about 7.4, then ln of 7.4 is about 2. They're inverse functions. Okay? So what is the derivative of ln x? Because e to the x and ln x are inverse functions, we can use what we know about the derivatives of inverse functions to figure this out. Remember that if f and g are inverse, then g prime is equal to 1 over f prime of g of x. So let's let f be e to the x and g be ln x. We want to find the derivative of ln x, so we're looking for g prime of x. Applying this definition, g prime equals 1 over f prime of g of x. So g prime of x is going to equal to 1 over f prime of g of x. G of x is ln x, and f of x is e to the x. Okay. Well, if f of x is e to the x, remember that the derivative of e of x is just e of x. So if f of x is e of x, then f of x is equal to f prime of x. The function is equal to the derivative. That means that f prime of g of x must be equal to f of g of x, because the function and the derivative are the same for e of x. Therefore, g prime is equal to 1 over f prime of g of x, which is equal to 1 over f of g of x, which is equal to 1 over f of ln x, which is equal to 1 over e to the ln x. And since e and ln x are inverses, that's just equal to 1 over x. In other words, the derivative of ln x is 1 over x. Okay. So, since the derivative of ln x is 1 over x, let's look at some examples. Example 1. G of x equals to ln of x cubed. Well, the derivative of ln x is 1 over x, so the derivative of ln of x cubed is 1 over x cubed. And then we have to apply a chain rule. The derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. Okay. So times 3x squared. In other words, the derivative is going to be 3x squared divided by x cubed, which we can simplify further, is really just 3 over x. Okay. Example 2. H of x is equal to sine of ln x. Once again, we're going to be applying chain rule. H prime of x, well, the derivative of sine is cosine. So h prime of x is going to be cosine of ln x. But we have to apply chain rule. We have to multiply by the derivative of ln x, which is 1 over x. In other words, h prime of x is going to be cosine of ln x divided by x. Okay, that's it. Next, what about the derivatives of all logarithmic functions for any base? The derivative of log base a of x is actually equal to 1 over x times 1 over ln a. Khan Academy has a nice proof of this. I'll just link that video to Google Classroom. But I'm not going to prove it here because this is not on the AP Calculus test. But some quick examples. f of x is equal to 4 times log base 5 of x. Well, the derivative of log base 5 of x is 1 over x times ln 5. So 4 times that is going to be 4 over x times ln 5. So if f is 4 times log base 5x, f prime is 4 over x ln 5. Next example. G of x is equal to log base 3 of x cubed. Okay, well, the derivative of log base 3 of x would be 1 over x ln 3. We have to apply chain rule. We have to multiply that by the derivative of x cubed, which is 3x squared. So to simplify this, this is going to be 3x squared. This is going to be 3x squared divided by x ln 3. We can simplify by this further. X squared divided by x is x. So it's really 3x over ln 3. And that's it. Not all of 6.2 and 6.3 are on the AP Calculus test. You should know this. On the AP Calculus AB test, on the test, you should know the derivative of e to the x, which is e to the x, and the derivative of ln x, which is 1 over x. But the derivative of a to the x and log base a to the x are not on the test. So for the test, you really only have to know the first two. The other two that we went over is not that bad, so it's worth knowing. So there will be a few questions on this on the homework, but on any tests in this class and on the AP Calculus test, you won't have to notice. All right, that's it.